of the game. It's a rich thing.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be using the BYL Cosmetics Good Mood palette, which is full of reds, pinks, and purples. Very vibrant, very beautiful. And yeah, let's jump right into this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and let's jump into it. So I'm going to start by priming my lids. I'm using my P. Louise base in Rumor Zero because I am using colors. I do tend to like to use a white base just to help with, having the colors pop. The first shade that I'm going in with is called Mellow, which really is fitting for this color because it is such a mellow type pink. Like, it's not super bright, but it's also not so dull that it doesn't really serve a purpose. And especially with me being of a deeper skin tone, I feel like it's a great transition shade. Or let's say like I wanted to do a really neutral eye, but I wanted like a little pop of color, I could just pop this on my lid, blend it out to the edges, and I'll get a nice subtle hint of color. So this is a really nice color, so I'm just placing that in my crease area. And then to deepen my crease, I'm going in with this Flavor color. It's probably my favorite color in the palette because you guys know I do love the colors that stand out the most. And this is just a really pretty flamingo hot pink. Oh my god, so perfect for this look. I wanted this look to be neat and crisp but still have a little bit of edge, if that makes sense. So that's kind of why I went in with the hot pink. And I know it looks kind of crazy now, but you want it to blend into that mellow shade so that they can become one. And then once I do that, I take this is just a baby wipe. I get like the cheap little baby wipes from Walmart. I add a little bit of micellar water to it just to help with the cutting of my crease because I do find that it works out a little better when I do it that way. And then I'm just wiping that away. So once I do that, my lid is nice and clean and I can go ahead and cut the crease using more P. Louise base in Rumor Zero. So a white base if you have it. And if you have like I think like LA Girl has like a white concealer. So anything like that will really help you to cut the crease and it moves through smoothly, that will work. So right here, I am just making sure that I got that area nice and covered. You know what I'm saying? And it already looks like it's coming together. You feel me? I mean, like, look at that. Hello. So this look is actually really simple. I'm going to go in with my next shade and then that's pretty much going to complete my lid. So I wanted to take like this really pretty shimmery white shade, and this is called Chill Out. This is the only white in there and it has like this like shimmery reflex to it. I know it's really hard to see on camera because my base is white, but let me tell you, it is gorgeous. I think it'll make a great topper on any other color in the palette. Like, it's that pretty. So then on the outer corners, which isn't really necessary, but I did like this purple, so I wanted to use it. So this is Aura, and I'm just placing that on the outer corner and blending it into Iced Out. And you're really not going to see much of this when I look forward because of liners and lashes, but I did want to use a couple of the colors in the palette, and yeah. So this is I think it's called Suva. It's like their powder to liquid liners, and this is their black one. Let me say this, it's not as dark as like a regular liquid liner, but it does get the job done. I do like the concept because you get mad when your eyeliners dry out and it's like, this is just so perfect. So if other brands would come out with that, like that would be bomb. So my lashes are from the from the BYL Cosmetics in the style Spicy, and I'm just using like this oldie but goodie like Maybelline mascara. This was like probably one of the first mascaras I ever brought, like not this one in particular, but this brand and this line. This is the Great Lash line, so it's the one in the hot pink, and I just absolutely like, I forgot how much I loved it. It's a really nice mascara. So lashes on, top lid's done, like feeling myself, like come on. Even y'all have to admit, like this is actually a really cute look. No, mind you, I had absolutely nowhere to go, but whatever. So to prime my face, I'm using my Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer. This is probably the best type of primer to use in the summer. It does a really good job of not necessarily stopping your oils from coming out, but you know, minimizing how much you produce. Not necessarily produce, I don't want to say produce, but it just minimizes how much comes through your foundation. That's what I want to say. Now for foundation, I've been loving my Juvia's Place foundation stick. I am in the shade Madagascar. I love this foundation. It just usually leaves my skin looking so flawless. I don't know what sorcery is in this foundation, but oh my god, I mean, look at that. I know it looks a little orange on camera, but I promise you in person, and if you follow me on like TikTok or Instagram, you've seen that it's really not as bad as it is looking right now. Like it actually looks pretty orange on camera, but it's not. I'm sorry, I was on the phone right here. So if you see my mouth moving, I was talking to somebody, probably my mom. Anybody else do that? I talk to my mom a lot. So for concealer, I'm going in with Juvia's Place concealer. This is shade number 14, and I'm just putting that in the center of my face, on the inner parts of my eyes, and then on the outer parts of it as well. And I'm trying to cover up all the areas where I have a lot of redness or a lot of like darker spots. So that's where I'm placing all of my concealer. I'm using a, what is this? I want to say Sanuco, but that's not the name. Sonia Kashuk. There we go. I'm using a Sonia Kashuk sponge to blend out my concealer. This sponge gets so big. If you are looking for an inexpensive sponge and you don't want to wait for like the Juno sponge, I highly suggest trying out Sonia Kashuk. I believe they're like 10 bucks each, maybe like $7.99, somewhere around there, and they work. I haven't used a beauty blender in like 2 years. Like, I'm not even gonna front with y'all. Like, I have not used a beauty blender in a lot, and I have them, I just don't use them. So for my cream contour, I'm going in with Sokoto. This is also by Juvia's Place. I am probably completely butchering that name, and if I am, I'm sorry. Leave the correct pronunciation down in the description, down in the comment section. So I'm just taking my Luxie brush. This is a angled brush, and I'm pretty much pushing it into the foundation. Because it is a foundation, it blends out a lot easier. Like, I really don't have to do much work to blend it out. Like, I don't have to like push the product and move the products, kind of like I do with my Fenty Beauty. Mind you, I love my Fenty Beauty matte matchstick, but I'm just giving you a comparison of the way the formulation feels. So this formulation is very lightweight and very easy to move around, unlike something that is marketed as a contour stick, if that makes sense. So now I'm taking a little bit of my flower powder by Beauty Bakery. This is in the shade Cassava, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm baking under my eye, which I really didn't want to bake this early on. Like, I don't really like to bake before setting, but I did. I don't know why. I was feeling kind of froggy today. And then I tried to do like the little cut at the bottom of, you know, my bronzer. Ended up not liking that either, but I mean, it is what it is. So once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my nose. I do need to be a little more careful with where I'm placing this on my nose, because it took me forever to blend this out and I still don't like the blend. So moving back onto my eyes, I'm going in with the shade Spacey. Sorry. I'm going in with the shade Spacey and I'm blending out my lower lash line. Like, girl, look at that purple. But I'm always using purples like that on my lid, so that's why I just kind of saved it for my lower lash line, because I would have done a total purple look with that. Like, girl. So now I'm tight lining my lower lash line. And then I'm going in with my blush. For blush, I'm going in with Flower Child from Becca Cosmetics, and we're just blending that on my cheeks and on my nose because I do like to look, you know, kind of doll baby-like. And then I'm adding my bronzer. Typically, I would add my bronzer first, but I don't know what happened here. I just didn't. But for bronzer, I went in with Blogger from the contour and highlight palette from Morphe. Now I'm dusting away all of my baking powder, and then I will be moving on to lips. So I'm like really dusting this out because I did not like the blend. Whoa, I said I was moving on to lips before highlight. Like, girl, where are you from? So right here I'm using Mother of Pearl from the BYL Cosmetics. What I like about this is it comes off like it's going to be like a white, but it really has like little gold flecks in it. So it does give you like a nice champagne like color. So it worked really well with this highlight. Girl, why can't I talk? It worked really well with this eye look, and it's super crazy. Like, yeah. I did not like the way my nose contour was coming out, so I was trying to fix it, but spoiler alert, I still don't like it. So for lips, for my lip liner, I believe I went in with, I'm not even going to lie to you, I do not remember which lip liner this is, but it is a brown lip liner, which is what I usually use. So for the lipstick that I'm going to wear, I wanted to make sure that the lip liner that I used was nice and deep and more red tone. So for lipstick, I'm going in with Morphe Schoolgirl, which is a little more warm tone. So it did match with the liner, but I mean, I don't know. I still had to blend it out a little bit. It was really pretty, but I could have done something a little more cool tone. But I mean, at the end of the day, it really worked. And that completes this look. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. And until next time, beauties, mwah, stay blessed.